fake ID, fake address, fake everything to show people what to look for and not get duped into scams. And they banned this video and said that he was exposing someone's personal identifiable information.
Yep.
Fake person.
I'm not surprised.
He went and complained, and they re-uploaded the video like 2 days later.
I'm not surprised.
Such horse crap, man.
The world of AI, man. The world of AI. We're doomed.
Man, I'm telling you, man. It's crazy. How was your weekend, bro? I heard you were out in Vegas gambling big time, winning a whole bunch of money. How'd they go?
No, I didn't throw a fucking dime into any of the slot machines or sit at the tables. But I'll tell you what, man. I spent $23 on a single cheeseburger from Johnny Rockets with fries.
That sounds about right.
I spent $9 on a bottle of water.
Yeah, that also sounds about right.
Yeah.
In the desert.
Most of my spending was with Uber. They loved me.
Yeah, bro, the gambling in Vegas is the only thing that has not gone up in price. I mean, food has gone up, entertainment's gone up, tickets for everything has gone up, but the gambling is still the same.
Bro, did you know that Penn and Teller and Carrot Top are still performing in Vegas in 2026?
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. Plenty of celebrities who you thought were gone has residencies in Vegas, man.
Yeah, I didn't know Carrot Top was still doing his thing.
I know he's active doing something. I thought he was doing the comedy circuit, stand-up comedy circuits.
Oh.
That's what I thought.
You know what also I found out? I found out that Metallica is having a residency at the Las Vegas Sphere.
Ooh, was it there when you went?
No, but I was inquiring about prices, and they'll probably cost me half of my lung to go watch one Metallica concert.
Yes. No, bro, that's why I was thinking about going to the Motley Crue concert down the street from me, because the prices are reasonable. I can get front row tickets for less than $200.
I don't think I want to pay thousands upon thousands of dollars to watch a 60-year-old James Hetfield struggle through fucking Master of Puppets, man. I can listen to the 1985 version or whatever the fuck it is, 1986 version.
It's supposed to be a night to have fun. Get out, see one of your favorite bands play live. I mean, is it the same as it was 30 years ago? No. But get out and have some fun. But the price it's too much money, man.
It is.
It's fucking crazy. That's crazy, man. Man.
You know what wasn't fun, man? This show. Listen, maybe I'm just tired. I've been going since last Monday. This is the final stream before I actually have a day off to do legitimately nothing tomorrow. Thank God. But I don't know if it's just a mix of me being just wrestled out or tired or a mixture of both. I did not have fun with this show tonight. Even though the Darby and Tommaso Ciampa match was very good because I love Ciampa, I didn't really find anything interesting elsewhere on this show. How'd you feel about the show tonight?
Look, man, I come here and you know, when you say this show is bad, it is bad. I agree with you. I didn't find anything offensive about this show.
There was nothing offensive about this show. I just find it to be like, I find it to be like when I go to the supermarket and I want to buy a $9 quart of ice cream and I want something really that's going to taste good and I want to enjoy myself on a random Thursday evening while I'm watching Netflix. But then I realize, why do I have to spend $9 on ice cream when I could go buy a $3 quart of ice cream? That's what AEW was tonight. Just plain old vanilla quart of ice cream from the local Pathmark.
So I think the show was fine. I'll give you this much, though. I am looking at the show on the curve of pro wrestling in 2026. Overall, it's just absolutely dull. So that being said, tonight's show was not as dull as the normal pro wrestling shows of 2026 has been, if that makes any sense. If I'm gonna grade the show on the scale where I would like to have my pro wrestling shows, I would say there needs to be some improvement. But as far as what we've been getting, this show was fun, man. The main event fucking slapped. The main event went hard. I like watching MJF crash out over his title. Seeing the Hurt Syndicate back on Wednesday night is actually good news. I'm hearing they're just stuck in Collision purgatory. So the teaser the match they're having is back on fucking Collision, isn't it? God damn it.
Yeah, they're teaming with Jericho on Collision, yeah.
On Collision. They need to be back on Wednesday nights. I mean, at least we did see them for a second, though. But outside of that, we got Joe in the squash. Does Joe need a squash match? No, but he has been out for a while, and he is, racking up the injury, so maybe take it easy on him, which is fine. I don't know. I didn't see anything absolutely terrible about this show to call it bad, if I'm going to be honest with you here. I know this is going to upset your audience. I know they love, hearing the show get shit on all the time, and that's all they want to hear. And if somebody says that they like something and they call them shit, I mean, what the fuck ever, man. They can have at it. But I didn't find the show boring, personally. So maybe it's just me. I don't know.
Well, I know we weren't here last week. I watched it all go down last week while I was in Vegas. I was on Twitter, and I checked my phone to see how they would fuck over MJF and take the World Championship from him and put it on Darby Allin. I was not surprised, and I also was not pleased with the decision. So we'll definitely talk about that. Elsewhere on this show, Darby and Ciampa, excellent main event. Both guys, when tasked to do so, do what they got to do. They always show up for work. We have Will Ospreay and Mark Davis. Mark Davis seems to be getting more television time than many others right now. For whatever reason, I don't know. But Will Ospreay was carried out by the Death Riders, and they just took him away.
Yeah.
No explanation.
No.
That's the stuff that we're talking about. Why? What was that about? It was more confusing than anything after Ospreay and Moxley beat the shit out of each other at the pay-per-view.
So, at a moment like that, I looked at it.
Great Northwest became one big dream for man's era.
A journey of courage and community begins with hope. Hope Valley 1874. Stream new episodes Thursdays exclusively on Hallmark Plus on YouTube Primetime channels.
These are the best teams in the world.
We are the artists.
And the athletes.
Now all eyes are on us.
This is bigger than dance.
Brotherhood play to their strength. That is showmanship. This was a three-way battle. That was a complete sweep for GRB.
Welcome to the world stage. This is the ideal.
You don't want to miss this.
Like
doubt
I'm
on,
just trying to
on telling a story, bro.
Story. That's it.
We don't even know what they are on a week to week basis. One week they're heel, the next week they're babyface.
They're babyface. They look like baby faces carrying Ospreay out of there. And that was my first thing. I was like, what the fuck? Are they baby faces this week? Well, what is this? And then watch. You don't believe me? It's up on my channel. I said, I was like, I don't know, any baby faces now. And then I said, you know what? Hold on. They're attempting to tell a fucking story, and I'm gonna shit on it before they even get a chance to tell it. Let me see what they do. It's like reading the first page and saying this story sucks. Next page. This story sucks too. Next. Read the fucking story. At least give it a minute to suck before you say it sucks. That's what I'm telling myself. I'm not saying that to you. That's what I'm telling myself as I sat there and said, they're baby faces. What are they doing? This seems like a baby face move. I thought they were heels. Let me fucking see what they're doing. All right? I want them to do more than they do more than I complain about it. We tell them to take risks. We tell them to stop being so formulaic and boring and take risks. They took a risk and put the title on Darby, and the people are like, why are they doing that? They took a fucking risk on the kid. Is it going to pay off? We know those situations. There are situations when a man makes the title. MJF was a man that makes the title. But there's also situations where the title can make the man. And that's going to be the situation with Darby. MJF built a lot of stock in that title. Can Darby take it and use that title to get him up to the next level? It's a risk. All right, it could fail, but it could also work out. I mean, I'm gonna let it play out for a little bit and see how it goes. I'm gonna stop trying to be so just shit on this because it's on AEW, and let's see where it fucking goes. We want story, they give us story, then we complain about the story they give us. I'm just looking myself in the mirror.
All right, well, let's start there because that's the biggest thing that happened on this show. It's all about Darby Allin and the AEW World Championship. Now, I wasn't here last week. I don't know if you live streamed your reactions. I think you did, right, last week?
Yeah, I wouldn't lie for a watch long. Yeah.
All right, so I was in Vegas. I saw everything happen. I saw how they built it up last week, and they brought in Sting, and they had all these people kind of rooting Darby on. It was
the writing was on the wall, right?
Yeah, it was very telegraphed.
Yeah.
I'll let you start before I give my opinion on it because I'm assuming that you might be a little bit more positive in the overall Darby win than I'm going to be. So I'll let you start. At first glance, I didn't like it. I thought the same thing you just legitimately said seconds ago. And I think the reason why they put the title on Darby, I don't know why they put the title on Darby, but I think now with him as the champion, they're trying to build him up and heat him up with the World Championship. Before, he was fucking ice cold. To me, he's still ice cold. But before, he was ice cold. And now somehow they feel like with the championship around his shoulder, they're going to heat him up to where he was previously before the Moxley situation, because he was pretty hot. And a lot of people were looking for him to be one of the guys to take out the Death Riders and maybe win the World Championship. So to me, it's all ass backwards, and I'll get my points across, but I'll give you the floor first because this is the biggest thing that we together didn't talk about last week. I was away. You were here. A lot of people asked me, JD, you going to talk about this? I said, yes, on Wednesday with Jesse. So I'm going to give you the floor. You start. What did you make of the Darby win? And what do you think of him being the AEW World Champion?
So when I saw it, I'm like everybody else. I mean, so I looked at it like this. It doesn't make sense on the surface. Like you said, Darby was cold. He was hot. And then he died, and he got kind of cold, and they were trying. You can tell they were trying. So it seems like as the show was going on, it looked like they were going to definitely do the title change. So I'm like, okay, they're going to hot shot the title. It's very reminiscent of a Mick Foley winning a title on Raw. A very unconventional, probably a guy that would probably never win the title type deal, wins the title. They took a chance on the kid. It's a hot shot. My question that I started asking myself after I started saying this stuff not gonna work, this is a bad idea, and I started looking at it from another side. Is this gonna hurt MJF? Is MJF buried? Is MJF worth nothing now? Of course not. MJF is very bulletproof in the situation. Okay. Is Darby a fan favorite? Will the younger crowd who loves Darby pop for this? Of course they will. Can Darby roll as world champion with the title? That's yet to be seen. And I think that's what the mission was tonight when they put him in this match with Ciampa and they burned the fucking house down. So again, you can be of two ways. This is clearly a glass half full, glass half empty type deal. I don't think anybody is wrong with the way that they feel about it. I genuinely don't, and it hasn't happened long enough to definitively say one side is right or wrong. So it could very well be a case where the title is making Darby bigger. Darby was dead, and they pumped him full of fucking adrenaline. They pumped him full of epinephrine and brought him back to life with the title. And they're going to try to take a hot shot and take a chance on the young guy. There's nothing terrible about that. It could fail. But even if it does, I understand why they did it. I will look back on it and say, I see why they did it, but it didn't work. Or I could look back and say, I see why they did it, and it actually worked out. My assumption was he's going to lose this. He's going to win this title now and lose it to MJF at the next show in New York. And they're going to spend this month seeing how it goes. Maybe they'll have him retained in New York, depending on how the month goes. Who knows? But the show needed a shot in the arm. It needed something different. And we always talk about how they need to take risks. And this is a risk worth taking. I could see it being a risk worth taking. There's a very huge demographic of AEW fans that are big on Darby, especially the younger kids. It can't be the worst thing on the planet. MJF gets the title back, everything is back to normal. It's not like MJF is a worse champion overall. And I'm sure this is part of his call as well. He wants to help get others over. This is him getting others over. It's not just Max sucks, take the title from him, put it on Darby. Let's try something. Let's take a fucking risk to tell a story, to do something. Not be so formulaic. Okay, Max is going to run through every goddamn competitor for the rest of the year and then drop and then go film a movie and then come back and get the title back. That's fucking formulaic. They took a hot shot. Darby was an okay candidate to take that hot shot, and let's see how it goes. We'll find out over the next few weeks. Right now, night one, this was a fantastic match for that title, though. I will give them credit for that one.
Tonight was a great match. I mean, Ciampa is one of the best wrestlers in the world. So I don't have any problem with him. I don't know why he's challenging for a world championship. He's done nothing to earn a championship opportunity here, but that's another story for a different day.
Yep.
You know, we're both big fans of MJF. You know, yeah. I may be a little bit too old school for the new school kids, honestly.
Yeah.
And I look at MJF as the modern day Ric Flair, or the modern day, you know, you want to go back in time to when we were young. You know, he's the guy that carries the whole fucking company on his back. You know, the Pipers, the Ric Flairs, the Macho Mans, he's the guy. So I'm looking at this, and I'm thinking, all right, he shows up at World's End. He wins the championship. We're going to get just classic main event after classic main event. We're going to build his stock up. He's going to be the most villainous fucking heel in the industry, because that's what I pay my good money to see. I want a dastardly heel to a point where you got a babyface who's going to conquer the heel, good versus bad, in the moment, in that environment at Wembley, and we all pinpointed at Will Ospreay. Will Ospreay was going to win the championship at Wembley. So when we get to February and they go to Australia for Grand Slam, to see them just kind of book Brody King the way that they did, and Jesse and I complained about it, right? They gave Brody King a championship opportunity, and he got that opportunity by beating MJF in 90 seconds. MJF was the world champion. So the whole premise there was Max wanted Brody to beat somebody or a slew of guys that were championship caliber to get to him. And the story was Brody went to Tony Khan and said, well, there's no better championship caliber than MJF. We'll just do a championship eliminator. Boom, boom, boom. Brody goes to Australia, and then we get the full-fledged match with MJF, and Brody loses. Jesse's complaint and my complaint was Brody King deserves better than that. You should have built him up alongside the Hangmans and the Andrades and the Omegas and the Swerves and that whole kind of competitive nature for the World Championship. He just gets one match with Max, beats him in 90 seconds, and then loses at Grand Slam. Very predictable.
Yep.
But the main thing that we focused on is that you just jobbed your world champion out in 90 seconds. Like, he's the ace. Like, and again, this goes back to what I just said before. I guess I'm a little too old school for the new school kids. If I'm running a company or a promotion, I'm not throwing my fucking number one starter out there to get fucking slayed in the first inning. Like, why would you do that? I hated that aspect of it. So they sent him out there, he loses in 90 seconds, he beats Brody. He goes on to Revolution, has the best Texas death match with Adam Page.
Keep trying, keep striving, keep chasing your dreams. And when you're ready to take that next step, come to Cuyahoga Community College. Gain in-demand job skills or earn a transfer-friendly degree. We can even help you launch your own business, and Tri-C won't slow you down. So don't stop. Keep moving forward to better skills, a better job, and a better life. Tri-C, where futures begin.
Getting the home of your dreams is easy during the home makeover sale at Furniture Row. Find great deals on every sofa, every bed, and every dining set. Plus, save up to $500 on hibernation base and mattress sets. The home makeover sale, on now at Furniture Row.
And then build it up for next week's show, which is fine. But we already talked about the idea of MJF going after the TNT Championship. He doesn't need it. Did they book themselves in a corner here? Do they have Kevin Knight beat MJF, which would be ridiculous? Does MJF win by DQ or lose by DQ? As long as he doesn't take a visual pinfall here, I'm okay with it. I don't know how we get there, but we'll see what happens next week. It should be a good match. The first time that they wrestled a couple weeks ago was really good. Outside of that, Kevin Knight's promo work needs a little work, Jesse. What did you think of his promo on the microphone?
I can tell that he's working on it.
Him talking in the third person is not working.
That's as much as I can give him. I can tell he's working on it, but he has a lot of work to do.
Well, let's cut talking in the third person. You aren't The Rock, okay?
Yeah.
Just talk like a human being. Who talks in the third person?
I agree. That's a gimmick.
Yeah.
And that's not your gimmick. So no, don't do that.
He called himself the Jet about 3 or 4 different times in this promo.
Don't do that. No.
So, yeah, that's next week, and should be good. Like I said, as long as MJF doesn't take a pinfall or a visual pinfall in this match, we should be fine.
Yeah.
Renee Paquette. She's backstage with The Demand and Jericho. She didn't say Chris Jericho. She just said Jericho. Apparently,
but the ring announcer called him Chris.
Okay.
In the match.
Okay.
With pay-per-view.
Well, maybe it's just Jericho in the backstage interviews. I don't know.
Probably a mistake.
But there's a 6-man tag team match on Collision with Jericho and 2 mystery partners at this point in the show against The Demand, Ricochet, and the Gates of Agony. Ricochet mocks Jericho and says that he doesn't have any teammates because all of his bridges are burned and no one wants to be associated with the guy that gets his ass kicked by The Demand every week. Jericho says, well, you can't say that anymore. It's copyright infringement. So he legitimately trademarked that quote. The guy who gets his ass kicked by The Demand every single week is now trademarked. So
did they actually do that?
Yeah. Yeah. It's on a T-shirt.
Okay, that's funny.
So he's got this like subliminal act that's going on. Shows off his new T-shirt, which reads Jericho, the guy who gets his ass beat by The Demand every week that he shows up.
I want to know if they actually trademarked.
He did.
That.
He did. It was in the news this week. Yeah. He legitimately trademarked that quote.
That's funny.
Ricochet says he's going to be, yeah. Ricochet said he's going to beat Jericho again with a Rico salt instead of the Lion salt. And Jericho says he doesn't have to find partners who like him as long as his partners don't like Ricochet and The Demand. I'm guessing they're still running with this feud. The match was very good at Dynasty. I'll give him that. I said as much. But for having it to continue, where does this go? Like, what's the end goal here?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm still trying to figure out what they're doing with Jericho here.
I don't know.
I'm not sure.
At least Ricochet is the right guy for Jericho to work with. He's not at the top of the card. He's not challenging for a championship. So maybe he thinks we need to start getting Ricochet over and moving him up the ladder somehow. And Jericho's going to try and aid him in doing that.
Start by splitting him from The Demand.
Yep.
Same thing I said about Swerve.
Mm-hmm.
Not current Swerve, the previous version of Swerve where they gave him a faction that sucked with Tretch and Parker Boot.
Yep. We got Brody King. Brody was at the House of Glory show. He wrestled Zilla Fatu on Thursday last week. Very good match. Brody is just as big in person as he is on television. He might have been giving me a death stare once or twice, but that's
probably
not a surprise. And Zilla is actually...
I low-key thought Zilla was going to show up on Raw after Mania.
Me too.
I did. I was like, where's Zilla? Where is Zilla right now this weekend? I thought he was going to show up.
Zilla's great. He'll be there sooner rather than later.
So. Yeah, he deserves it, man. He's really good.
Yeah. So Brody wrestled Leo Rush here. This is Blackheart Leo Rush. We have Leo Rush, Jesse, taking a page out of Becky Lynch's book. He's like...
This is not his home. This is my house. This is not his house.
I don't know what he's doing. I don't know what he's saying, what he's conjuring up. What is he doing, bro?
Skip. Nope. Go back to the Cooper Trooper. Get the jacket back. No. This ain't it.
Listen. Lio Rush is great. I think Lio Rush is great. Like in the ring, Lio Rush is great. Okay, I've called several Lio Rush matches. They are always some of the most exciting matches on the card.
In the ring, he's great. On the mic, he's great. This gimmick ain't it.
Listen, I don't know what it is. Like, I've seen him do it before. This is not his first rodeo with this gimmick. We've seen him do it before. He's done it before AEW. The thing is, if AEW took a little bit of fucking time, or maybe Lio Rush goes to fucking management, which I'm assuming he probably did, and they're not adhering to what he wants, all I need to know is where this gimmick came from. What is it? How did he all of a sudden transform from what we saw with Action Andretti to the Black Heart? There was no explanation from where he previously was to where we see him now. What is the transformation about? Who is this Blackheart? Why is he Blackheart? We got no explanation for any of this. If they gave me that, I'd be a little bit more open to saying, you know what, this shit's good. But it's just on TV for no reason.
I'm starting to wonder if he just came up with this. Like, if you said he had this gimmick in his pocket already, I'm wondering if he just pulled this out to try to get himself on TV.
Maybe.
Because he wasn't doing anything, and he pitched this, and then this got him on TV. If that's the case, hey, hats off to you, man. You got yourself on TV. But this has such a low shelf life on it. It's ridiculous. What happened to Action Andretti? Didn't he have a tag team partner?
I don't know. Isn't he in that Sky Flight now?
Is he?
Isn't he with Scorpio Sky?
I don't know. Is that a collision thing? I don't know. But this is a prime example of hot-shotting somebody. This guy beat Chris Jericho, Action Andretti, and they haven't done shit with him.
Just give me some explanation about why he's all of a sudden now some fucking zombie. What is he? Is he a demon? What is he? We got Demon Balor. We know why Demon Balor is Demon Balor. Can we understand and get a fucking explanation as to why Lio Rush is Blackheart Lio Rush? It doesn't take that much effort.
I wish, man.
Anyway, who won? Brody King won. Rush tried for Rush Hour. Brody King was ready and turned Rush inside out with a big lariat. Rush fought back, hanging Brody up between the ropes. He was looking for a Death Valley driver, which he fought off. King wanted a Gonzo bomb. But Rush slid out, hits a handspring kick right to the face, sending Brody to the outside. And then all of a sudden, Lio Rush does this thing where he's like, I swear to God, man, it looks like one of them fucking, it looks like a walker from Resident Evil. He's like hopping around the ring like some fucking golem. I don't even know what you call it. He's like galloping around the ring. He does a low tope suicida through the bottom rope. And then he follows up with a huge cross-body splash onto the floor. So he goes back up top. Brody's in the ring. He tries to hit a frog splash. He does. Brody kicks out at a 1. Rush climbs up top again, rolls through a dive as Brody moves out of the way. They go back and forth for a little bit. Big boss man slam by Brody. Corner cannonball, Gonzo bomb, and that's it for the win. I guess this was only done to A, get Lio Rush some television time on the A show for this Blackheart gimmick. And then B, give Brody another win, so he has more of a, I guess, story or more of a reason to challenge Darby Allin for the World Championship next week, because he's won now 7 or 8 matches in a row.
Guess so.
Anything you want to add here?
No, man. I hate this gimmick. I don't like it at all. I don't like it. I don't understand it. I'm not enjoying it. I don't like it. It has a low ceiling. What are we doing here? I mean, it's just a gimmick out there to laugh at, man. This is not it. This is not it.
Brody, Sniper Gracious.
You know, maybe it would make more sense if he had a faction of people behind him all doing the same gimmick. For instance, if this was something in a group kind of like the Wyatts, you know, where they're just all weird and creepy. The whole thing would collectively be the gimmick. This is just him out there by himself, weird for no reason.
Just give him Vince Russo's phone number, man. Get him on fucking Juggalo Championship Wrestling. Have him fucking crawling around with cocaine and fucking the zombie faction over there, man. That's where he belongs with this gimmick.
Yeah, he's by himself out there. It just looks weird. It just looks fucking weird, man.
Renee's with Tommaso Ciampa as he gets ready for the World Championship match that somehow he earned against Darby Allin. Very good promo here. Ciampa said he's been told his entire career he's not big enough. True. Which is bullshit. Not passing the airport test, which is true. Bullshit.
I witnessed a murder.
What? We're coming at you with everything we got!
This is so exciting.
I'll do anything to make it work.
I want to marry you.
I made a mistake.
Shot despite FTR denying them a shot last week. Copeland said FTR are one of the best ever and said Double or Nothing, Copeland and Cage versus FTR in a street fight. If FTR wins, Copeland and Christian retire as a tag team. Copeland knows that, knows what his answer would be. And if you're the best tag team of all time, like you say you are, I think we all know what the answer should be. Only one way to prove it, the ball is in FTR's court. You know, we talk about predictable matches, Jesse. Does anybody think that Copeland and Christian are going to retire as a tag team?
I think this is a very believable stipulation.
Do you?
I don't see a reason why these two have to stay together as a tag team. They can break up, stay singles guys, and stay in the company just fine. It's not like they're saying they have to retire. That would be an unbelievable stipulation.
You think they're going to retire before we get Cope and Christian versus the Young Bucks?
No, that's what I'm. Well, as a tag team though.
You know, I thought we were going to get that triple threat ladder match because I think Tony wants it to be like a throwback to the Dudleys and Edge and Christian and the Hardys. I think he's going to try and recreate that with Edge here and Cope and Christian, FTR, and the Young Bucks. But I thought that would happen here at Double or Nothing. We're not. We're getting another 2-on-2 match. I don't know what the Bucks are going to do. They'll probably win another match and stake claim to the tag team championships at All In. But I can't see them not doing Cope and Christian versus the Young Bucks. I think that's the match I think that's the match the Bucks want more than anything. And I think Cope and Christian want to wrestle them before they actually do retire.
No, that's a good point. I forgot that they haven't had the Bucks yet. So, yeah, I entirely expect them to win this one now. Yeah, for sure.
Well, yeah, I mean, if it's a street fight, I don't know, maybe there's a way out of it where we still keep FTR in the title hunt. I don't know. We'll see. But New York City street fight, Cope and Christian versus FTR. Should be good. The last match was good at Dynasty. But if there's no rules surrounding it, who knows what these guys are going to do.
That'd be good.
Hikaru Shida with Chris Statlander against Mina. Good old Mina, Jesse Shirakawa.
Okay. Maybe you can help me out. Me and my audience couldn't figure this out. I don't know. Why does Shida look so different?
Well, I can't say per se, Jesse, because then people will think I'm judging women on their body and their look.
She looks different, and I cannot put a finger. Something has changed about her appearance, her face. I mean, something's changed with Shida. We can't figure this shit out.
She sat at home for 2 years, Jesse, streaming on Twitch. Which means that, I'm just going to paint a picture for you. Shida has been inactive, Jesse. She's been inactive.
She been on the Emi Sakura diet, I see.
Maybe, yeah. She's been live streaming on Twitch. She's been She's been playing Mario on Twitch. It's me, Mario.
She looks different, bro.
I don't know.
Well,
I don't know.
Good on her.
You know who don't look different? Mina.
What's that?
Mina looks great.
Yeah.
You know, they got this Tony Storm thing going on. Who attacked Tony Storm? There's like clues in the locker room left after the attack.
His name is Juice. What?
Well, he didn't attack his wife, but Mina is blaming Hikaru Shida. Supposedly.
Oh, okay.
I don't know why. She's like, I will find out who attacked my beloved, Tony Storm. And she's going to start with Hikaru Shida. You know who I think it was? I think it was Chris Statlander.
It must have been. I mean,
I think they're getting ready to turn the heel again.
And I'm going to come here and lose my shit.
all over again.
All over again. I mean, not because she shouldn't be healed, but because we tried this and you literally fucked it up last time.
I don't know where they're going. Stat looks like she's completely lost. She almost looks out of place.
Yep.
Anyway, Shida won here. She did beat Mina, which is crazy. I thought Mina was going to be set up for Tekla in the World Championship. She had that screwy finish where Tekla who? Tekla, Jesse. Tekla.
Oh, okay.
Tekla won via nefarious means, and I thought that was going to be the match of Dynasty. We didn't get that. We got Jamie Hayter instead. But now Mina is just kind of bouncing around, doing not much of anything. She loses to Shida here. There was a distraction on the outside. Shida went to go grab her kendo stick. Mina takes it away, was about to use it. Stat was on the outside and pulled it away from Mina. This distraction allowed Shida to hit her leaping knee strike and then a Falcon's arrow for the 1, 2, 3. Again, I don't know where this is going. But Shida's on television. She's got a win here.
I don't know, man.
I don't know. I wish I could tell you.
I was in an elevator with Shida, stood right next to her. She did not look like this. I'm just saying.
Maybe she's a gym buff now, Jesse. She put on 30 pounds of muscle. She's been inactive.
Not going there. But I will say that she does look good. She does look good.
Footage of the Young Bucks being attacked by the Dogs on Collision last week. Apparently, it's announced that the Bucks and the Rascals will take on the Dogs and the Death Riders this Saturday. Sounds like a good time, huh?
Yeah, why not? I mean, woo.
I will not be watching the Dogs and the Death Riders on Collision. That sounds fucking awful. Holy shit.
And you guys wonder why I don't watch the shit. They have to do something with the Dogs. So if they're gonna keep pushing them on TV, bro, you have to
get them. Gabe Kidd's out. He's out with a shoulder injury. He's going to be out for like 4 months.
Oh, well, fuck that then.
What are they going to do? They got to replace him with another dog, huh?
Need more dogs. Need more dogs.
Who else can they lure away from New Japan?
They need bro, film some vignettes while he's out. Great, run vignettes. Can he film vignettes? There's no connection between him and the audience, between them and the audience, because they just brought them in and shoved them on TV.
Zero.
There's no but while he's gone, great. Film vignettes and strategically place them throughout the show over the next, few months or whatever. But there's no connection, man. So when you tell me that they're in the match with such and such, I instantly don't care about the match because I already don't care about 50% of the match.
I was told that David Finlay made the right choice by choosing AEW over NXT. I don't think that's the case anymore.
I'm not going to speculate there.
You know who I don't want them to replace Gabe Kidd with? I see some people in the chat. Jay White. That's an awful idea. Can you imagine Jay White in this dead-end nowhere feud, bro?
No, don't. No. Don't.
I
explanation as to why he left. You know, the guns and Juice and what's that other guy's name? Ace Austin?
Yeah.
He's a part of them too now, apparently.
Yep. I was just thinking that. Like, he already had a faction when he left, and it was an awesome one. So, yeah. No, I don't know what they're going to do with that group. I mean, we're trying to shoehorn these guys in. Well, I'm going to be honest. They're not really needed.
No.
They're not really needed. The roster is bloated, and these guys are not really making... I mean, look, man, I'm not trying to be a dick, to these guys who might be, watching or listening or something like that, but the roster is bloated, and the dogs are not something that anybody's clamoring to see. People are asking, where's the Hurt Syndicate? Where is this? Where is it? We want other people. We actually have a connection with plenty of people that we're not seeing on TV, but we're getting the dogs. I mean, so...
I don't know.
Where's Max Caster?
Who?
Exactly. I mean, with guys that we already enjoyed.
They were in Vegas. They were at the pool in Vegas.
You saw them at the pool in Vegas?
No, I wasn't there. I saw them on Instagram, on Twitter. Yeah.
Oh, I thought you ran into them. Like,
Nah. No, I didn't get a chance to go to anything. I was in and out.
Oh, man. You should have made some time, man.
I'll be back. Will Ospreay. He went one-on-one with Mark Davis, who apparently is the busiest man in the entire Don Callis family. He's got TV time every fuck. He's got more TV time, Jesse, than Okada, Takeshita, and Andrade.
They will not let Mark Davis die, will they?
No. I think Tony actually feels bad for him because he lost his tag team partner. Remember Jake Doyle?
Yeah. Remember when, Top Flight kept getting injured? And they kept trying to keep the other guy on TV as long as they could, but then this gave up, bro. This is kind of feeling like that right now.
I don't know what they're doing with Will Ospreay, but they love dropping Will Ospreay on his head.
My fucking
Every
God,
week.
why?
Multiple times a week, they love dropping Will Ospreay on his head.
The guy came back from neck fusion. They couldn't wait to drop him on his head.
Nope.
They do it every week.
Nope.
This guy did a corkscrew moonsault fresh out of surgery. I bet he did a corkscrew moonsault off of the operating table in the hospital. Every week he's on TV, flipping off of shit. Bro, is there any chill in the booking of Will Ospreay? We get it. He's back. Come on out, do some promos, maybe take part in a scuffle, and then get ready for next week and then lead us into your match at the pay-per-view. Why is this guy wrestling every fucking week?
I was just about to say that. Why is he on TV every week in a wrestling match?
Why?
I like someone in the chat said, this match was sick. G Money. There's never a bad Will Ospreay match, ever. But why does he need to wrestle every week?
No. We want to see the guy live and wrestle comfortably.
Why do we need to see Mark Davis every fucking week?
Well, I have no idea for that one.
There was a pile driver in this match. Hidden Blade was shut down by Davis. He hits a pile driver, pull-up pile driver. Ospreay got his foot on the rope to break that. And then Ospreay rolled to the apron where Davis again hits a spike pile driver on the apron.
On the apron.
And he falls out to the outside. Referee Paul Turner called over Doc Sampson, the referee. They're checking on Ospreay. And he tried to make his way back into the ring, but the doctor refused to let him continue, saying Ospreay told him he had no feeling in his arm, so the match ended, and they gave Mark Davis the win. So post-match, Davis dragged Ospreay back into the ring and was about to deliver another pile driver when Marina Shafir appeared on the apron, and all of a sudden we see Jon Moxley standing in the middle of the ring looking at Mark Davis, and Mark Davis has Ospreay upside down ready to deliver a pile driver. So the Death Riders all of a sudden now surround the ring. Davis slowly places Ospreay down. He leaves the ring with Don Callis. Moxley and Claudio dragged Ospreay to the floor, and they carried him through the crowd and out of the arena, and we didn't see or hear about this again for the rest of the night. So you're probably looking at this saying, how does this make any sense? It doesn't make any sense. The only way this makes any sense, Jesse, because we just saw Moxley beat Ospreay at Dynasty. Are we looking at the Death Riders now take Ospreay and nurse him back to health for the good of the company? What are we doing here? It's like they're taking him back to the nest, and they're going to nurse him back to health so we can win the Owen.
It's a story.
Is it? Do we trust the Death Riders, bro? No.
It's a story.
Jesse trusts the Death Riders. You believe this?
They're just making up shit now. Okay. Guys, JD is gay. What?
Who?
I mean, all these guys do is wrestle. Bell to bell. Wrestle, they go home. Wrestle, they go home. Here's a story. What is this story? I don't know. Let's fucking see. Let's fucking see. Is it starting off well? No. It's nonsensical. But it's a story. It involves a top guy. Let me see what they got.
If you're going to do something like this and leave it so confusing, give me something to at least hang on to going into next week. That's all I ask. Like, this was fucking weird. You just beat the shit out of the guy, and then you're carrying him back out of the arena and disappear for the rest of the night. Can you give me a reason why you did that? Something? Just a little bit?
By a bunch of heels that seemingly turn face whenever they feel like it. Let me see what they got. Let me see what they got.
Oh, my God.
Next week, I want to know what's going on. I want to know what they plan on doing. I want to know what's happening.
Well, we'll be here. Renee's backstage with Alex Windsor, asking about her loss to Tekla. Jesse, Tekla.
Not about her kidnapped fiance, by the way.
No, not at all.
That's not a concern of hers at all.
No.
And don't tell me that, they're not a couple on TV, because she just fucking came out with him the other week and kicked ass with him, and they told us that they were engaged.
Yeah.
And now he just got kidnapped, and she doesn't give a shit.
No. Now, she's talking about her loss to Tekla last week and Jamie Hayter not being cleared still after Dynasty. Windsor said she will rip the legs off the spider, and they're lucky Hayter isn't there tonight. Persephone walks in and said if she'll have a god in her corner, she'll team with her on Collision. Windsor accepts, and they challenge any two of the Triangle of Madness this Saturday on Collision. Persephone says they'll kick their asses in Spanish. Okay.
All right.
You sickos on Saturday night, you get to see Persephone. Good for you guys.
I like Persephone.
Me too. Samoa Joe against Cody Chung. Who?
Cody's back in AEW.
Cody Rhodes is back in AEW, man. Only this time he's Cody Chung Lee.
They changed his name. So what? It's all big. It's all good. It's all good.
Any idea who won this match, Jesse? Anybody?
Cody.
Cody Chung.
Cody Chung. Whatever. They changed his last name. Still same Cody. You know, it's all good.
Is Cody Chung going to be on his way to a WWE Championship at WrestleMania next year? Is he going to finish the story next year?
He's going to be in the Rumble.
Is he? Okay.
He's going to be in the Rumble. But
Samoa Joe won after the match was over. Muscle buster, by the way. Joe walks up the ramp, and Hook was there to applaud him as the two Ops members have reunited. Jesse, has Hook done anything?
When the job calls, you need a vehicle that's ready to answer. At Bill Brown Ford's Commercial Sales Department, we have the perfect solution for every business. As a certified Ford Pro dealer, we offer the best selection to keep your business moving forward. With on-the-lot inventory, competitive financing, custom upfit options, and a best-in-class service department, you're getting more than a vehicle. You're getting a partner. Bill Brown Ford's Commercial Sales Department. Job-ready vehicles, ready when you are.
We started using Finn Voice as soon as we learned about it. That really has turned our phone operation into a 24/7 availability for our customers.
Two out of Jericho's locker room, Shelton Benjamin, Bobby Lashley, and MVP. And they all nod to Jericho. And then he calls Ricochet bald. So we got the Hurt Syndicate, I guess, playing the role of the Acolyte Protection Agency, Josie? APA?
That is literally the way I pitched they should be booked. APA style. Got money, we'll go whoop some ass for you.
So that's taking place. That's taking place on Collision. You figure they'd save that match for Dynamite next week, but they're doing it on Playoff Palooza Collision.
Why are they just holding these guys on Collision?
I don't know.
Come on, man.
Tony Schiavone's in the ring with Darby Allin as he welcomes the new champion. Chance of "you deserve it." Allin says this took everything. He had his first match here in Portland, as he didn't think of what to say, as this could end in minutes when Ciampa comes out here. So he says, he basically told you what exactly is going on. He said this 15-minute ride could end, or 15 minutes of fame could end. He sees what it does to people. It grows egos, but this isn't for Allin. It's for his parents. He helped retire. His fiance he met on the school bus. The Sherpas who helped him climb the mountain. And it's for the fans. MJF screams as he walks out through the back, screaming, "No, no, no. Allin doesn't deserve shit." And he tells Darby Allin that he's a pipsqueak, and he tells him to give him his belt back now. Darby says no. He declines MJF's demand for a rematch. Allin says he's not giving MJF a rematch until he puts something else on the line, as everyone in the back deserves a chance at this championship, and he's going to put the title on the line every week until the wheels come off. Screaming for MJF to get out of here. Ciampa's music hits. Ciampa does his full entrance. MJF is still standing in the aisleway. He gets in Ciampa's face. He tells something to Ciampa. We can't hear what it is. Ciampa's looking at him dead in the eye and then kisses MJF on the cheek. And MJF is just standing there furious. And we get this championship match. Darby versus Ciampa. This was tremendous. Ciampa's an incredible wrestler. Darby, when he wants to work, is great in his own right. This was bloody. So I don't know where he came up bloody, but Ciampa was fucking busted open. Darby Allin beats Tommaso Ciampa to retain the AEW World Championship. What'd you think of this match, Jesse, for a main event? I know we can joke about Tommaso Ciampa going after the TNT title and what did he do to earn it and why is this a match? How did they come to choosing Ciampa? What'd you think of the overall match and the way that they set it up with MJF?
The main event tonight?
Yeah.
With MJF, though? What do you mean?
I mean, MJF coming out there, demanding a rematch, Darby saying no, Ciampa's interaction, and then we get this match. What'd you think of the whole thing?
So I think I like how it plants a seed, because that interaction, that little stare down with MJF and Ciampa was absolutely a seed, and I'm absolutely here for that match. I cannot wait to see that. I think this match was really fucking good, man. I think this match was better than any and everything on WrestleMania not named Roman and Cody. Roman and Punk, sorry.
Yeah.
Fuck. It was very good. And it's very good. I mean, overall, the wrestling on WrestleMania was really bad, but still, this was a very, very good goddamn match, man. This was really fucking good, especially for a TV match. So I knew they can work, but I don't know if it was the chemistry. I don't know what, but they worked very well together, and they beat the shit out of each other. So I liked everything about this match. I think it gave us a little bit of the in-ring stuff and gave us some of the Darby crash out shit on the outside. It gave us a little bit of both. I'm not even sure what happened to Ciampa. I'm not sure if that was hard way or he bladed.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know, but I was all about this match, man. I was sitting there when it started off. I was just watching it like, oh, okay, it's a regular main event match, and then it went on, and it elevated, and like this was a good goddamn match, man. They killed it tonight. They need to be proud of themselves. This was a very good match.
This was one of the better matches on Wednesday night this year. There was Darby slingshot. Well, actually, Darby got slingshot underneath the ring skirt, right underneath the metal beam. So he got choked out there. He quickly went up top. And one of the big spots of the match is that he jumped off the steel post through the timekeeper's table, what Ciampa was, and he put Ciampa through the timekeeper's table. Chance of holy shit. Now, there was a referee count, and Ciampa came up bleeding. So I'm assuming he either bladed or cut himself through some of the table rubble. But that's what happened there. From that, Ciampa was just a crimson mask, and he was bleeding all over the place. But this went as you would expect. So after Ciampa was bloodied. Ciampa knocked Darby off balance on the top rope. He went on offense. Darby comes back. He is trying to make a babyface comeback here. Ciampa came right back and knocked the back of Darby's head into an exposed turnbuckle. Ciampa went and landed a running knee strike. He goes for a cover. He gets a near fall. He landed Project Ciampa twice. One on the outside, which was fucking ridiculous. Off the top rope to the outside, which looked ridiculous. He came up right on his tailbone. Darby just splat on the mat. So they went all out for this match. I didn't think they needed to go as hard as they did, but they did. So there were a chance to fight forever. Darby applied a sharpshooter a minute later in the ring. Ciampa crawled towards the bottom rope. Darby pulled Ciampa back in the middle of the ring, shifted his leverage. Ciampa ended up tapping out. And Ciampa was very respectful of Darby. They shook hands, they hugged, and Ciampa took the championship, unstrapped it, and put it over Darby's left shoulder. At the end of this match, Brody comes on out, storms out there. He's got a microphone. He told Darby he was serious about challenging him next week. He said, Tony just booked a match. Tony Khan, that is. Next week, the title will be on the line. Darby looked exhausted. They shook hands. Brody raised his arm as Darby's music played and the show came to an end. So we got a TNT title match next week with MJF and Kevin Knight. And we got Darby Allin versus Brody King for the AEW Championship. Next week on Dynamite in Virginia. That's the way the show went off the air.
Hangman?
Hangman? Maybe.
Where is he?
It's about time, right? We haven't seen him since Revolution.
Yeah, where's he kayfabe-wise? He's just not back since the pay-per-view.
We haven't seen him since the pay-per-view. We haven't seen Swerve. Yeah. We haven't seen Swerve either.
We're not going to Virginia without getting Hangman, so you can forget that bullshit.
And that's your Dynamite, ladies and gentlemen.
I low-key kind of hoped. Before I say this, what is Tommaso Ciampa? Is he a heel or a babyface?
I don't know.
Because I kind of low-key would have loved to have seen the Psycho Killer not shake Darby's hand and just go full psycho on him, and then Brody King had to come out and pull Psycho Killer off of Darby before they did their little. I want to see the Psycho Killer continue being the Psycho Killer. That's all.
Jesse, that would work. That would work if we stop giving him championship matches that don't go anywhere. He's wrestled for the TNT Championship. He's wrestled for the National Championship. He's now wrestled for the...
More objects have landed around the world.
Every 18 hours, a door opens up. That's where we go in.
What happens now?
Nothing. They arrive.
And then we're going to get the hell out of here. And by the looks of it, we don't really have a lot. So, where did everybody go this weekend, man? You guys were so fucking busy this WrestleMania weekend. Everybody was packing the venue. Now Dynamite happens and nobody.
They burnt out, man. It's been a long weekend of wrestling.
Burnt out. Follow us on social media at JDFROMNY206. That's Chitown Smark. Go follow Jesse on YouTube at Chitown Smark. Go check all the content on the channel. I will not be doing a fucking thing tomorrow. If there is news, I'll make a video, but there's no streams until Friday night. The Friday night after WrestleMania for SmackDown. Who are we going to get up from NXT? We're going to see JC Jane. We're going to see Lola Vice, Fallon Henley, Ricky Saints, maybe. We'll see.
Ooh.
Also, Super Chats are open. Get them on in and hit that thumbs up. We are a little more than 100 likes away from the goal of 750. Let's do it. Start at the top here. Michael Krause with the $2 Super Chat. JD, Jesse, OTS, how is everyone today? Let's go. Yeah. Thank you, Michael. Michelle Moran with the $2 Super Chat. MJF going after the TNT title now. What the fuck is Tony Khan doing? We asked the same thing.
Yeah.
Hopefully he didn't book himself into a corner there. He could have. Hollywood Eric with 36 months. Happy 36 months in the venue. Can't believe it's been 3 years. JD, time flies. Thank you to you, Jesse, the best tag team in the IWC. Love y'all. Thank you, Hollywood Eric.
Thank you, sir.
Smartest Mark alive. What's up, my brother? Coming to us from Australia with a $20 super chat. Best Dynamite of the year. The title scene is stacked, and this is exactly why Darby as champion isn't a bad idea. It's more unpredictable now than ever. It's not believable for people to beat MJF. With Darby, it's different.
Half glass, half full, half empty.
It's still predictable, bro. It's still very predictable. Darby's not losing to any of these guys, and MJF is not losing to Darby at Double or Nothing again. It's very predictable. It's really a problem in all of pro wrestling. It's just very predictable. It takes you out of the match. I don't think anybody knows how to be unpredictable anymore. Justin with a 44 months. AEW is boring. You know who isn't boring? JD and Jesse. They keep us entertained after a boring AEW. You can't believe they squashed MJF last week. Yeah, I didn't like it. I'm not here to squash MJF, ever. Gold Standard with a $5 super chat. TK and TKO dropping the ball. Not a good year for the TKs. No. WrestleMania Night 1 was fucking offensively terrible. One of the worst Night 1s in the history of WrestleMania. Mad Eagle with a $4.99. MJF is so hot. TK sought fit to douse his heat with a bucket of ice cold Darby Allin. Who does this benefit? Nobody. Darby's gonna get some momentum, but like we talked about, it's all in the aftermath. What are you gonna do after the follow-up? David Rice with a $20 super chat. AEW does not have much goodwill when it comes to storytelling. As far as the main event, it was fantastic, but because of the lack of story and interest, they have to work twice as hard to get a good reaction.
Jesus Christ.
Listen, David's not wrong. They have to work. They have to do what they did in that match, the blood and the fucking big spots to get a reaction because there's no story coming in.
They didn't work hard enough. It sucked. They work hard. Oh, now they got to work hard to get it. Jesus fucking Christ.
There's no story, though. He's right. There's no story, so the match has to be that way, Jesse.
There's no winning. It was a bad match to be complaining. It was a good match, and this is the complaint.
It's a logical take. He's not wrong. Dingleberry with a 5. I miss how great AEW used to feel. Had Punk, Omega, the Young Bucks. Could have just done business, all of them. Those matches could have rivaled Ciampa Gargano. They could have. But nobody wanted to work with each other.
Hey, shout out to Hooligrim. Says today would have been his mom's birthday.
Happy birthday to Hooligrim's mom. Thoughts and prayers with you, brother.
Thoughts and prayers, bro. Feeling.
Yes, we do, for sure. Brandon with a $10 super chat. Darby's title win reminds me of Mick's win versus The Rock and then doing a rematch in one of Mick's matches. I quit with a bullshit finish. Wouldn't be surprised if Darby MJF at Double or Nothing is a coffin match. God, I hope not. I fucking hope not. We just saw one. Like 4 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Michael Krause, $2 super chat. Thank you, JD and Jesse. Well, thank you, Michael.
Thank you.
Don Stoney with a 5. As you know, I'm new here, but loving this shit. I feel like Kev would be glad I found these shows. Oh, he is. He's listening. Wherever he may be, he's listening.
Shout out to Kevin Castle.
Yes, sir. I got Fulgence Henry with a 48 months. Time flies. Thank you, JD and Jesse. Here's to many more. Brother, I need more bracelets, bro. I got to hit you up. I need a replacement for that one bracelet. We got to get some more bracelets done. And my guy Don Stoney with a $2 super chat. Shout out to Drew Yari Experience on Wednesday nights. Thank you, Don Stoney, as always, for being here, brother. And thank you guys for being here. I know AEW isn't the most exciting thing, but you guys do show up, the ones who care. I wish the product was a little bit more hot, man. We got to get more people in here, you know?
Yeah.
Anyway, guys, I'm about to take it easy for the rest of the night. Maybe hop on some Black Ops 7, relax. I don't know what Jesse's going to do, but any parting words before we get the hell out of here, Jesse?
No, man. Do me a favor. If you have not subscribed to my channel and you are sitting right here watching right now, go subscribe.
Yeah.
It's free.
It's free?
It's free.
It's absolutely free. Go do it.
Support. I'm about to make some changes. I want everybody on board to see what I got rolling out.
There you go. I have a lot of changes in mind too. I want a new desk. I want a new PC. I want new shelving. You know, I'm kind of upgrading some equipment here along the way that I haven't hooked up yet. So.
Yeah, I gotta get a new PC too. I was drip.
Yeah. Anyway, guys, thank you very much for all of your support. We're about to get out of here. I'll be live again on Friday. If there is anything going on news-wise, I will get you guys the news tomorrow in a video or whatever it may be. But Dingleberry with a 5. Banger after banger after fucking banger, he says. Thank you, Dingleberry. Again, follow us on social media at JDFROMNY206, at Chitown Smark, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and Cameo. Hit that subscribe button down below. Turn on the bell for notifications. Go check out all the great content, man. There's so much of it. Get lost. Get consumed. Also, the second channel is uploading clips daily, so make sure you guys go subscribe to the second channel. Link for that's down below. And if you guys are on Apple, Spotify, get those ratings in, man. Continue to rate. Leave a comment. We're top 20. We recently just broke into the top 15. So make sure you guys go and do that for me over there as well. I'll be back Friday, the Friday Night SmackDown after WrestleMania. Who's getting called up and what storylines are they going to give us post-Mania on Friday night? We'll talk about it. Until then, guys, I'll see you later.
David, what you have done will never be forgotten.
You've loved my heart. You always will.
They will crown that boy today if they could. That some will choose you. No, God chose me.
Getting the home of your dreams is easy. During the home makeover sale at Furniture Row, find great deals on every sofa, every bed, and every dining set. Plus, save up to $500 on hibernation base and mattress sets. The home makeover sale, on now at Furniture Row.